They're at 21 live now. And yeah, now on to minus 43 live. Hello YouTuber, welcome to Fine Day. Today we are going to have a look at Winota Joiner of Forces in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by playing non-human creatures on turn 1 to 3, playing Winota on turn 4 or turn 3 sometimes even, and then attacking and pulling a lot of big and dumb humans out of the deck onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, and just killing the opponent to 1 or maybe 2 strikes. This is one of the top tier historic ball decks because it is extremely fast, extremely explosive, and extremely dangerous or like scary to face. This deck is really good against decks like GOLOS that or like in general just ramp decks, because you punish them extremely hard for not having enough interaction in the early game. That is basically the gist of the deck, right? Again, we have some huge humans to pull, the best one being Angrath Marauders, because that is basically double damage, and that pairs extremely well with Blade Historian that gives attacking creatures double strikes, so we literally deal quadruple damage. As for the human count in this deck, we play a total of 24 humans. I think that is a pretty nice number. And a lot of humans that we can pull have additional utility, and we have like kind of this hate bear style of deck as well on top of it, right? So the non-humans that we have are cards like Archon of Emeria, or Fagrun, so on, or Redain that just really interact with the opponent or stop them from interacting. But also the humans we pull are also just like cards like Elite Spellbinder, Brutal Cathode, like tons of interaction. And on one specifically, we mostly play flyers, and we play some meta-based interaction like Curse of Silence. It's just really good. Lightning Bolt against a Kingdom matchup. If you run into more control-based matchup, you can swap out the Lightning Bolt for a Pellet Glass. But I found the Lightning Bolt it is currently the better option. And yeah, that is it. We mostly just have additional utilities stapled onto our creatures. We play cards like Raise the Alarm because they create 2 non-humans. Even though they're clearly human, they're not humans, actually. And everything is also stitched together by humans that create non-humans when they enter. For example, Seasoned Pyromancer makes up to 2 red elemental tokens. But he himself is a human, so he can be pulled from Winota while also triggering the Winota. Same with Blade Splicer, for example. And yeah, I think this is pretty much a rundown of the deck. We don't run too many lands, but also we don't run too few. I believe we are at around 35 plus 36 Shadow Skull, 37 Emeria Skull. And then you can count Legion's Landing, but not really. But yeah, we want to hit our land drops up to 4, but then we kind of want to stop doing so and yeah, just kill the opponent. Anyways, if you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing, and let's jump right into some gameplay. We are ready to play against GOLOS Tireless Pilgrim, and this is one of the matchups we're more likely to win, as said previously. And I really like the starting hand. We have the untapped white here with Emira's Call, and I think we're just going to start out on Curse of Silence. Good game from the opponent, interesting. So let's start Curse of Silence, naming GOLOS Tireless Pilgrim. Boom. Yep. Yeah, that is pretty nice, isn't it, opponent? We don't really have anything on 2 to play currently, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, this doesn't affect us too much here. I think they might take the Phoenix of Ash or the Archon. Depends what they think is more annoying. Okay, Archon it is. So kind of want to hide the information here. So I could have played this tap to save 2 life, but 2 life is not going to matter here in this case, because I'm the aggro deck. And this way I can just conceal 1 more card out of my hand and keep them guessing whether I or not I have the 4th land. So preferably they can't even play Mana Dog here, right? Yeah, they can't. They could go with there's a 2-mana blue guy that taps 4. That taps for 2 colorless to pay for artifacts. Okay, so the question is to whether or not I think they have a counterspell. Honestly, if they have a counterspell, I'm fine running into it. Yep. They didn't. And let's see, this would have obviously been great last turn, but it'll do. It'll do. We have 1 non-human attacker, so maybe it's not even worth it to go for GOLOS here. Go for Winota here. Maybe, so I could bluff and just say, okay, I don't have a land, right? And they can just go for the Phoenix, and then just hope that they tap out, just because they see, okay, I don't have the land, and then I play the Winota. It's a pretty big bluff, but I think I like it. Yep. So let's swing in and pass turn immediately without playing a land here. Maybe it's too big of a bluff, but yeah, I like this because I'm currently winning on the board anyways, right? Problem is Ancient Cigarette can't activate the Phoenix, so I kind of really want to play the land next turn just to activate Phoenix for 2 more damage. Meat Massacre, sure. Yep. That is kind of fine. Ooh, Ranger Captain of Eos. Yep, don't mind if I do. And I think that gives me a... Could go with a Selfless Savior. To be perfectly honest, I like the Hope of Girapur here, because when we attack with it next turn, like, we can stop the... Like, we can just stop them from playing non-creatures for so long here, which is pretty great. Maybe they blow up the Blast Zone to get rid of Hope, and... Okay, it's fine. To get rid of Hope and Curse of Silence, I think that's a reasonable play. I think they're just going for GOLOS here, right? So... no need to... crack the Ranger here. So one thing I have to add here, since we on purpose missed our land drop here, they knew we top deck this, right? And then they think, okay, I have Winota, and then I need to top deck a land to then play Swords to Plowshares on top of it, but we already have the land. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep. Okay, sure. Yep, that's fine. So now we can go... No, we can't even go raise the Library and Animate Phoenix. We're missing 1 mana for that. And now... Oh no, we can go with Phoenix, right? It's only 3. Yeah, beautiful. But now I will still go with the Command Tower just so I can Swords to Plowshares in the end step. Like, just swords their GOLOS away, basically, when they hit the land drop. So let's swing it with Phoenix. Then pass turn. Pretty good. Pretty good. Also interesting, Meathook Massacre and Finale, if you pull those off of GOLOS, you can't really play them because X is always 0 if you play them for free. Well, you can put a Meathook Massacre onto the board, but Finale is pretty much uncastable off of GOLOS. So what now? I mean, untap land, and then they go with GOLOS, I guess. Narset Partner of Veils. Okay, I don't really care about that too much. Like, it's kind of annoying, but not really. What is the opponent getting here? I mean, if they get a kill spell, we know, right? We know. Ooh, Dark Ritual. Interesting. Also, the question becomes, do I attack Narset with the Phoenix of Ash or not? Interesting, interesting. Sure, let's go with land. Winota. Swinging with Phoenix. I guess I go off the Narset here. Winota comes down, and if they play it correctly, I think they should just take the Phoenix of Ash here, right? If they have a removal spell. If that happens, I can still just raise the alarm in the end step. Okay, moment of truth. Do they have removal? They don't. Okay, and I get rid of Narset just so they don't get any like bullshit off of it. I can still choose to let the human attack something else here. Yep, that's fine. Bounty Agent is a pretty cool card. And then end step raise the alarm. If they don't remove Winota is pretty good.
Overwhelming.
They can go with... They could have ticked up Blast onto 2, but maybe they wanna... Like, they could have Dark Ritual Blast Zone, then have blow it up, kill the Curse of Silence, and now they would have had 5 mana and then GOLOS. Dark Ritual. Into GOLOS, I guess. Yep. Yep, sure. I don't want to sacrifice Curse of Silence, no thank you. Yep. Because I think I can just keep him off the board here. Because they played him off Dark Ritual, specifically. And then end step, raise the alarm, swing in for a bunch. They didn't get the field of the... They need the mana fixing, interesting. They have 1 mana of any color here. I don't believe there is anything they can currently play that kills Winota here. Fatal Push is doesn't have Revolt right now, so that doesn't work. Raise the alarm. And now we... Ooh, that's great. Swords. And then we can activate Shepherd Dunes. And then all my creatures. Yep, that's a good game. All my creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. We can't only activate it as a sorcery, but still pretty good. Yep. And please, opponent, let me see what I flip off this Winota. Would be nice. Because some people just surrender here, even though it's not even guaranteed lethal. But I do get 3 Winota triggers, which is massive. Okay, that is game. Angrath Marauders. We get a Ranger of Eos for the refill, and we're grabbing a Selfless Savior. And a... I'm not sure about the Bodyguard. I think a Stone Call. So Stone Call is just big, right? And now we can play the Selfless Savior post-combat to protect our board as well. And then Squad Captain. And this is our first game, and we just murdered GOLOS. So they're at 21 life now. And yeah, now on to -43 life. And that's just Winota, GG. We are ready to play against Winota join our forces, the mirror match. And going first is really good in the mirror, and cards like Skyclave Apparitions are also really good in the mirror to break the mirror, but I'd argue that we have like a lot of dead cards here, like Ranger of Eos, Squad Captain. Those are not like the cards we want to see. The lands, like just lands and then Skyclave, that's like really good, but if these cards were other cards, yeah, I think we can do better. I think this is better considering I go first. But no, honestly, if I go first against them, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to see. I don't think I need Thalia in the matchup. It's really not interesting. Because now I can go Legion's Landing, Wily Goblin, and attack with Winota on 3, or just play the Rin Wingmare. Because the whole matchup basically gets broken by who gets to play Winota first and me going first. And dropping a Wily Goblin here is pretty brutal. And I think I like going with the Combat Celebrant for the extra attack steps. I think that's reasonable. Goblin Instigator, ooh. Yep, don't think we even wait on the Winota, right? We just trade off these two 1/1s. Get big humans onto the board. Basri's Lieutenant is amazing because that allows one of our creatures to survive. Bounty Agent is even more amazing because that can immediately kill Winota when it comes down. So yeah, it is looking grim for them. Really not that great. You know, and so next turn I think it's a Wingmare because how they can get back if they play a Wrath. I doubt they play Wraths, but you know, you never know. So let's go. Honestly, not even play anything yet. So attack, attack, attack. And so if they double block here, nah, I can just force them to make bad blocks basically. Ranger Captain, yep. You grab, I usually like to take a human and that, I'm not even sure which one. Like Giant Killer is also human you can get, but I've just chose not to. He has been underwhelming. Like this is the exact situation where you want them, but I don't even need it because of the Bounty Agent. Honestly, I think I like going Stone Cold Serpent and then just dropping a 5-mana Stone Cold Serpent post-combat. Yep, seems reasonable. Or, really, do I? Is it not just a Rin Wingmare? Yep. They lose life, sure. They go to 2, and I think this is just the safer play. Oops, I wanted to play that for 2 mana. Yep. And this is just safer just because could have also just cracked the Ranger Captain, right? Yeah. But yeah, they were done for because we were playing first and we had the acceleration for the turn 3 Winota play. They get double Winota triggers, obviously, but it is too late, sadly. This is something I could also play, obviously. I have not been impressed by it because it is one of the unplayable humans, right? Like Adeline you can reasonably cast on Curve in this deck, but like Lena and Banalish Master are uncastable, and for being uncastable, it's like okay. Anyways, GG. We are ready to play against Winota join our forces. Another mirror match. Okay. We go first, man. We're just so good in the mirror match. We have 2 dead cards in the hand. We can do better. We have a turn 3 Winota with no attack followed by it. 1-2 dead cards in hand. Sure. Let's mulligan again. This is beautiful, yes. 1, 2, 3, and we have a interaction effect as well. Yeah, we just need to draw one untapped land and then we're golden basically. Selfless Savior, sure. Yep, attack with Instigator. And again, we like these flares are just amazing, especially for the mirror match. Yep, doesn't matter. Land? Ooh, that is technically land. So I could go with fair. Interesting. This specifically being a Thalia is actually annoying right now, but I think we just want to guarantee the Winota next turn, so we lose one card here, but it's fine. We could lose two, but then they also lose their Savior, and Savior is just more valuable than one of these 1/1s. Okay, so next turn we swing in with 3 attackers. Unless they do something to prevent it. Nope. Okay, they have 2 first strikers though, which is actually annoying. Oh, there's the untapped land. Yeah, we just go for it because we can repeatedly swing it with the Kitesail Cleric as well. Yeah, just do it basically. Pull all the humans. I don't think I need a Seasoned Pyro is pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I like that. Because now I can discard a Miria's Call, and probably if I swing in next turn with everything, this turn is even better than the Fairgrounds Warden, isn't it? And that's a whiff, and we have a Silverwing Squadron. Okay. That's pretty good, because yeah, those humans are going to come in clutch next turn. We can't cast the Swords of Plowshares. Like, this Thalia is more relevant in the mirror matchup than it should be, but I think it's fine. Yep. And pass turn. Next turn, if we draw land, we can go Swords and Blade Historian, but just this Blade Historian kills them in the air with the Squadron, doesn't it? So, yep, Golem. Do they attack with Savior? With Thalia, are you sure? That's a human. Okay. Basri's Lieutenant onto the Thalia? Okay. That's fine. I would still block the Thalia because it allows me to sword stem in the end step. Yeah, and this is GG. Good game. We are playing against GOLOS Tireless Pilgrim. And yeah, this is basically a 4-card hand. Bounty Agent is decent, but we don't have any non-humans. Free, yeah. Take our free mulligan. This is only white cards and no white, so mulligan again. As you see, this deck mulligans pretty aggressively, but also pretty well, arguably. This is a 5-card hand. Could basically mull this and not lose anything in the process. I like the 3-lander plus the 1 and 2 drop, especially because the like the Hawk just flies over things, and the Martyr leaves something behind after dying. Opponent goes first though. It's probably still the Elos Hawk, right? Probably. Maybe, maybe not. Ooh, that is really spicy. I kind of regret not playing the landing, because I'm going to play the Ornithopter and flip the landing off of that next turn, and if I like kind of just want to draw a red creature here, Wily Goblin, something like that. If I draw a white like a white card that I want to play, I kind of get punished here, but is what it is. Yeah, I kind of really get punished. No, it's fine, actually. No, it's fine. I just realized, because now we go with the Thalia. And that is really amazing. And now the Mother leaving behind the creature is just extremely relevant as well, right? Yeah, it worked out in the end. It worked out. Okay, they play GOLOS here. Fires of Invention into GOLOS. Ooh. That's even better, but that shows me that they do not have a counterspell, something like a Pact of Negation, so... Shields down, we go in, guys. And we attack with everything but the Thalia, because we just wanted... No, wait, Thalia is actually super irrelevant if they have fires, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Well, if they activate GOLOS, they... Yeah, let's just keep the Thalia bit, because they can't use GOLOS activations here. Okay, Elite Spellbinder kind of useless under fires, but oh well. Sure, Teferi, even more expensive. Brutal Cathar, yes please. Goodbye GOLOS. And next card is going to be a Haktos. And we get an Adeline. Oh no, wait. Our out here is Ranger Captain. Wait, did I just miss lethal? I don't think so. Yeah, and they surrender. 6, 8. Wait, did I miss lethal? 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I think it was just barely not lethal if I took like the add-on or something like that. And the out here was the Ranger Captain, and then just activate an upkeep so they can't top take a board wipe or something like that. Yeah, absolutely crushing it. We even went second. GG. We are ready to play against Winota Join Our Forces. Again. I think this video will be nothing but mirror matches basically. Or GOLOS. Open the Omen Paths is the exact card I want in this matchup, because it allows me to break the matchup by being on the draw but still playing my Winota first. So I keep that, and afterwards I can play the war boss. I just need to draw 1-drop and then we're fine, right? A land, I mean. Okay. Signet, that's fine. There's the land. And I kind of like... Yep, this. And I offer the trade here for sure. Okay. Now they go with their Winota and attack for 1, but then I just take the Savior trade and they don't have anything, right? Okay, they go with reinforcements. I think that's a good finisher as well. And we go land, Omen Paths, and go this, Winota, swinging. Beautiful. And we get 2 Winota triggers here. So let's see. Ooh, Adeline versus Blade Historian. Blade Historian is probably just more damage than Adeline in the long run. Combat Celebrant. Okay, next turn they're dead. This is basically what this says. Opponent, do something here, or you're dead next turn. Yep, Winota. And now it's their time to flip. And make no mistake, I could also just die here. Okay, Spellbinder doesn't do anything. Like, it takes away the Warboss. Should have taken the Warboss, I think, because it's 2 more attacks next turn. Whiff. And they surrender. They know they're just dead next turn. So that was what? 1, 2. Then, yeah, just a bunch of triggers with the extra combat step and Celebrant. Yeah, no way. GG. We are ready to play against Winota. Join our forces. And let's see, I go first. Isn't that beautiful? 1 dead card. On the play, I kind of just want to... Like, I kind of want to mulligan for a land. Skyclave is pretty good though, but yeah, I think I like a 3-lander with a 1, 2, 3 curve. Oh, well, that's unkeepable. That is actually pretty keepable. Believe it or not. And we get rid of the Tithe Taker, because now 1, 2, 3 happens. We just need to top take a red source, but the bounty agent being able to destroy their Winota when it comes down is just really good in the mirror. They bolt the Alseid, that's kind of fine. We don't have any non-humans now, unfortunately. Usher of the Fallen, sure. And Ranger Captain grabs Ornithopter, I believe, if we play on curve. Yeah, kind of like Ornithopter here. This puts a body into play that they can't attack with the Usher into, and I just like it a bit more than the Marauder, because even if we just draw a white land, which wouldn't be the optimal color to draw here, we can just go Dusk Seasoned Hallowblade. Yep. Yep. That happens. They have to swing it with the 1/1, it dies. And do we draw the red source? We don't. Unfortunate, but can't really change that. So I think I just go with the Marauder just because it's a, good old non-human. And I don't want to attack with a Ranger Captain, because if I do, I have to kill this Winota before the one attacks, and then they get to keep their 1/1 unless I sacrifice my Marauder. So I'm not swinging in for the 3 damage here. Bounty Agent, Winota. Yep, sure. And kill Winota. Pretty great. Yep, and now we get to block the 1/1 for free. That's why I didn't attack earlier. Pretty nice. Red source? Not a red source, unfortunately. Unlucky. I think we like the Thalia. And now we can swing him with the Ranger Captain. Also just a Marauder. Yeah. I like it. Pushes damage. Maybe should have attacked with Marauder last turn anyways, because I don't want to go basically, like, it leaves a non-human behind and they have to trade a full non-human for it. Or in Warboss's case, even an even better card, right? Yep. Block with First Strike. And they surrender? Interesting. Yeah, if we didn't draw, like, this was a pretty cool game where we just, based on the power of our white cards, we were able to hold our ground there, and if we had top decked a red source at any point there, I think that was GG. Yeah, GG. We are done with the games. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did, and yeah, this was Winota. Join our forces in Historic Brawl. Again, one of the absolute top tier commanders available to us. I mean, you just saw the power there. It is, you can't deny it. Because how the matchmaking system works, you also saw that we just played 2 decks in our, like, what, 6 games? Just like GOLOS, Winota, GOLOS, Winota, GOLOS, Winota. I also had 3 games that the opponent just immediately conceded that after we loaded into the game, and those were also all GOLOS and Winota. What can I say, right? What can I say? Maybe just a bit of luck. Like, we for sure should have seen some Kinnan or like some other things, but we didn't. Oh well. As for the budget options in the deck, so you're kind of in luck. Like, you want to have like your evasive 1-drops, for example, Legion Signing is totally cuttable, right? Curse of Silence, you can just go a bit more aggressive. The Hope of Europa and Stone Cold Serpent are pretty cool decks because you can fetch them with your Rangers, and if you don't have them, you don't need have the 1-drop utility toolbox anyways, right? The cards you really are looking out for are cards like Seasoned Pyromancers that are human that produce non-humans, because those slots are really valuable. And the other cards that are just even better, and maybe the most important ones, are like just the top end here. Like, okay, this is a plains basically, right? That's a cool plains, but Angrath Marauders, Lena, Squadron, Commander is cuttable, right? But like cards like Blade Historian, you want to kill the opponent when Winota triggers, and if you don't have those cards, that's kind of unfortunate. And then also all the interaction is pretty good, so Elite Spellbinder, Brutal Cathar, those are the kind of cards you really want. Other than that, I think deck's pretty straightforward. I think this is a great choice to craft if you're into aggro decks. If you're like, okay, I like mono red, I have a bunch of mono red cards. I like mono white or like white green decks. I have a bunch of cards for those now, and like some of these are craft only. Actually, I believe the Squadron is a craft only card, so you cannot pull it in packs. It's from the, I think, Planeswalker set, or like, no, the Brawl decks they did. That's from where this from. This is from. Yeah, you can't pull this in pack. Craft only, basically. Yeah. Anyways, a lot of rambling. Hope you enjoyed today's deck, and I will see you tomorrow.